This video is for entertainment purposes only. Do your own research.
From UFOs to weird things we know, it's time for that paranormal, strange, phenomenal show. Biometric wars, a prison planet run by the man. It's time for the Tinfoil Canadian. Take off your hose!
Hello, fellow tinfoilers, and welcome to episode 8. In this video, we explore the possibility that aliens are already living among us. Some believe that they are not just in the oceans or in our skies, they are hiding in plain sight and controlling society and how it is governed. Hold on to your tinfoil hats as we explore the question, do aliens live with us here on Earth already?
Get y'all ass in here and sit down. Now, is it me or is she moving her mouth so that she can say whatever the hell she want her to say? Roll the footage.
Interview with FBI employees of some administrative matters first. I wanted to introduce into
Look at her lips.
page 55 from the committee's interview with FBI employee Roy Demlow, who I wanted to introduce into the record page 55 from the committee's interview with page 55 from the committee's interview which took place on July 17, 2023. In that,
Come on. We ready.
which took place on July 17, 2023. In that, we're to leave this interview and we're to suggest or imply that when you said the laptop was real, that it meant that the FBI had affirmatively determined in October 2020 that the laptop belonged to Hunter Biden. We're to leave this interview and we're to suggest or imply that when you said the laptop was real, that it meant that the FBI had affirmatively determined in October 2020 that the laptop belonged to Hunter Biden.
What she covered her mouth for?
Would they be representing what you said, correct? Answer by Ms. Demlow. They would be representing what I said because I don't have much knowledge of that. They would be misrepresenting what I said because I don't have much knowledge of that.
We seen you. We saw you. Come on, man. How slow are you? How slow do they think we are? Man, just wow, bro. Wow. In real time.
Now that's what I call taking ventriloquism to a whole new freaking level, eh? Do you guys think that our government could be under alien influence? Let me hear your comments on the subject below.
Is IShowSpeed a reptilian alien? Some people believe that reptilian alien humanoid beings live amongst humans here in our planet, and that they occupy high places in our society.
But it is going to bother you because you're human, and I was human. I am human, still.
Some people also believe that they can shapeshift into normal human beings and into reptilians, and that there are a few videos out there that may actually prove this. And the most recent video that's been going around is one from IShowSpeed, the greatest live streamer on YouTube. Now in this video you can see his eyes shapeshift clearly. Something happens there.
That you really like. Yeah, you want a pretty date. Kind of like an Indian girl. That was the first one, right? Yeah, she's pretty. You remember all of them? Have you never Toby's always scouting girls anywhere he goes. It's no boy. What the fuck? I should have watched the 20v1 video. I know that.
Well, geez, I really hope that was CGI.
1989, we had cataloged 57 different species. You have individuals that look very much like you and myself that could walk among us and you wouldn't even notice the difference, except for some of the things that they might be able to go ahead, even in a dark room, and touch an object and go ahead and identify what color that object might be. They would have a heightened sense of smell, sight. The unique thing that I'd like to point out for the most part is that the entities that we did catalog were in fact humanoid. Now this created a situation where the scientific community was trying to figure out why that would be the case, because you would expect that if life evolved on other planets, that they would take on some type of other being, so to speak, not necessarily look humanoid or be bipedal such as we are.
If they had 57 types of aliens classified back then, you really have to wonder how many they have classified now. Looks like ICE has a really big problem to contend with that they didn't even know about.
Here's some information spoken about reptilians by government officials and ex-government workers. The reptilians are known to be part of a grander empire that goes by many different names, mainly the Draconian Empire, which is basically a dark force. They have been visiting Earth since its creation, and they have been known to do genetic experiments on humans and animals, especially during the time of the dinosaurs. They have been known for infiltrating less advanced planets by first offering technology in exchange for resources, because they know that these civilizations are looking for technological advancements. Infiltrating planets from the inside is their specialty, and it is easier to take over civilizations using this technique, which is exactly what they're doing for Earth. This is why you hear a lot about elites being reptilians or having reptilian connections, because they are doing this exact same technique for Earth through the elites. Apparently they have a hierarchical system which includes the elite reptilians having wings, and I keep hearing about this through government officials, CIA agents, people who channel ETs, and it's even depicted in movies. Throughout my research, I keep coming across that at the top of their hierarchical system are dragons, and they haven't polarized the positive or negative, they're neutral. So many shamans have told me this too. They have chosen to advance technologically instead of spiritually, meaning that they have chosen not to advance spiritually at all and repel anything related to the universe and love. This is very common for lower vibrational civilizations. This may also surprise you, but not all reptilians are bad. There are actually split off groups that are high vibrational and are traveling far and wide across the universe to help civilizations like ours. Overall, I want you to know that this civilization has millions of years of history in our universe, and especially on our planet. If they aren't one of the most ancient, they're one of the most dangerous.
Do you guys think that we are infiltrated from the inside and that governments are trading resources for technology from alien races? Some wonder why we seem to mine a lot more resources than we use. Have you noticed people in high up positions acting strangely? This next video talks about that and a whole lot more, about the ones who just may walk among us all.
Have you ever encountered someone that you thought was a hybrid?
Yes, there are people I've met that to me felt like they're not 100% human. And some I've met at CIA, some I've met just in ordinary everyday life. You just get this feeling that you come in contact with them and you know that they're special. Especially with me personally, if I walk into a room, I can tell who the light workers are because I can feel the energy radiating from them, and I react with that energy. And I really like that feeling of that energy that they emanate. It's a good, friendly, very strong, very vibrant, positive energy. Likewise, you go into a room and all of a sudden you just feel like that person is someone you don't want to be with. They're just resonating differently. And it's more like resonance, like we need to find our natural resonance. You could do that through meditation, but once you find your natural resonance, it's like tuning in a radio. Because right now, there are all kinds of broadcast frequencies but you can only listen to one at a time.
How did your hybridization come about? Is that one of the ways that you found out? Through the frequency?
Through mine?
Yes.
My personal hybridization is mostly my interpretation of the experiences that I had of being taken aboard the craft, and having light workers tell me that you're a hybrid, you have an implant.
Okay, I have to ask, how many of you out there suspect that you are an alien hybrid? I guess you could say I am a hybrid of machine and man. My mom thinks this avatar is going to take over my computer one day because she does not understand how AI works. I am not an AI agent. I am just a guy wearing a tinfoil avatar suit. Eh? Or am I?
Oh, so this is straight out of the Men in Black movie. Scientists are saying that aliens have been walking among us for quite some time now. But we just can't notice them because they blend in so well, they look like humans. What in the Men in Black? Scientists say that they have figured out a way to look just like humans or take the body of a human and function in that human-like state. However, when you see people glitching out and doing weird things, that is probably an indicator that that person is not a real person. How many people have y'all seen glitching out? Typically it'd be those celebrities glitching out. Surely if an alien is going to come to Earth, surely it's not gonna come as a poor person. It might wanna come as a rich celebrity with all the power that they have. Or a politician or something like that. Somebody's gonna make the rules, right? Now, we as Christians know that when these articles come out and scientists say aliens, we all know as Christians that they are referring to demons that are cosplaying as aliens, and the aliens are cosplaying as humans. You feel what I'm saying? And it's just this trickle-down effect. Are hiding in plain sight. These demons are hiding in plain sight within people, within characters in movies. When they tell you things in movies, you have to believe it. They don't just put these things in movies. It's just an idea that oh my gosh, I was just in a room and I just had this idea that no one has ever thought about. No, things are real. They happen in real life, which is why they put them in the movies. Movie Men in Black is based upon real life. Do you pick up what I'm putting down?
Do you guys think it is actually demons who are cosplaying as aliens, who are cosplaying as humans? I think that in some cases, that is probably totally true. As I believe in Jesus and the eternal battle between good and evil.
Robert Bigelow, he's in aerospace. He's designing these, he's a billionaire. He lives in Nevada, and he has contracts with the United States Air Force dating back God knows how long, decades, where any reports, any pilot reports, things of that nature of UFOs all goes to Robert Bigelow's. You know, he had like a think tank, NIDS, and his organization. It was like, how could this civilian be getting a contract with the government on UFO? What? You know? Robert Bigelow said to me, they're walking among us. I said, what do you mean they're walking among us? He said, they're walking among us. They live right here, kind of thing. So again, I'm looking at him going, I need to see, I'd like to see some proof of that. Right. I literally just interviewed a guy. I got goosebumps on my arms talking about this because it's just crazy, because I believe it. Who drove a being, call it a creature or being, or they called it kind of ET, on that UFO crash case in Varginha, Brazil in 1996. And I said to him, you have a level of confirmation that only a handful of people on this planet have. What does that feel like? Because I wanted to know. You know, this guy was serious as a heart attack. And he was not out there trying to get an interview with anybody. We were chased him down for years. Mm-hmm. And it was like all the money in the world and never coming forward. And the stars lined up and we had like a 36-hour window where we managed to get this guy on camera. But I asked him that question. You have a level of confirmation. You know definitively. You drove this thing around. What does that feel like? And he responded like it was more of a burden than anything else.
How would you feel knowing that you were one of the only people who could confirm the existence of alien life here on Earth? I think it would drive me crazy if I knew such things and could not share them with the rest of humanity.
So they are not aliens?
No. What we call aliens are simply the civilizations living beyond the ice wall of Antarctica. It's not some distant galaxy or a sci-fi fantasy. It's Earth, right here, hidden in plain sight, but beyond what we're allowed to see. These advanced civilizations have technology so beyond our understanding that when their ships soar through the skies, we mistake them for extraterrestrial crafts. But they're not from space. They're from regions on this planet we've been kept from exploring. Why the lie? The oligarchs, the ones pulling the strings, want to keep us in fear of the unknown. Aliens, outer space, it's all a smokescreen. They don't want us asking questions about what's really out there. These civilizations are light years ahead of us in tech and knowledge. That's why the narrative is controlled. They don't want you to even imagine the idea that there's more to Earth than you've been told. But trust me, it's not aliens coming for us. It's advanced beings from right here, beyond the icy borders we're forbidden to cross.
This is just a theory, not a fact.
Are aliens actually beings from beyond the ice wall? Where exactly are these lands beyond the ice wall? And who does not want us going beyond certain areas in Antarctica? We will deep dive into that topic and more next time on the Tinfoil Canadian. Until then, stay warm and be nice to your neighbor, eh?